Hello YouTube, welcome to my channel. My name is Darren and my amateur radio call sign is N4VFR. I had a request from one of my friends, his name is John and his call is KC2QMA, and he requested that I make a video for the fellow Anan users and show you how to update your Protocol 2 app. Alright, good day. Welcome to my desktop. Let me push this red button over here so I can request my Diet Coke. There it is. I got my Diet Coke. It's empty. I need a new one. All right, guys. Let's get down to business. And man, isn't this beautiful? I like the dark mode. You can see the pan adapter, the waterfall, this beautiful display of Thetis. This is how I run my system. But okay, let's put that on a pause. What we're going to do is I'm going to show you a topic of the Protocol 2 app that Lawrence posted several years ago, and we're just now getting to updating my Protocol 2. So go to your favorite web crawler. Mine happens to be Firefox, and go to the Apache Labs community forum, and this is where you can find a whole lot of information. And go under the G2 operating system and application. Now this is a latest update on the top here. The subdirectory or the subfolder or the subforum, whatever you want to call it, I think it's this one right here. G2 updated files and simplified update procedures. In this video, I'm going to show you how to update your Protocol 2 on your Anan G2, and this is specifically for the Anan G2. Now you look at the post here from Mr. Lawrence Barker. This was posted on, the date is right here, November 11th, 2019. So this is kind of pretty old. At this time of when this post was written, this was Protocol 2 app version 33. Okay, so he lists a couple of commands there. And note that these commands are case sensitive and also space sensitive. All right. All right, so I'm not going to go through all that. I'm just going to show you the process of how to do this update. So let me show you first. I want you to see where you can find this information, the version 33 or 34. Now, the desktop you're looking at now, this is the Raspberry Pi that's built inside the Anan G2. And I'm going to show you the current version of my P2 app. And there's several different ones. You got this icon here and you got this icon here. I like, let's try this one. I like this one here. I'll just double click on it. I'm on the wrong one. I'm actually looking at the OBS. So let me move the mouse to that monitor. All right, here's the P2 app. I'll just double click on that and I want to execute it in the terminal. All right, so this is where to look at. You see where my mouse is at? It says P2 app client app software version 34. So we are currently, and I did this morning with a group of Anan users, friends of ours, when we were and I decided to go ahead and update it. So I want to share this with you. So this is number 34, and I built it today, which today's date is the 23rd of January. And you notice that this was recently just been put out, 21st of January, 2025. So that's fairly new. All right, so that's how you see what version are you have currently installed on your G2. All right, guys, if you didn't believe me about having two Anans, well, here it is. The one on the top is the new version. They're not really new version, they're the same. The one on the bottom is my old version. That's the one that I ran, and I did the modifications for replacing the internal fan with a Noctua. And if you haven't seen that video, I'll leave the link above. So there it is. We got 3 Anans. We got 3 Anans. You guys know what that is? That's a blue face Anan 200D. All right, so up here, you can't see it. I'm gonna move the camera. All right, up there, that's the Anan G2, and I'm going to use a keyboard and a mouse and to connect it. I have a dongle to it, so I'm just going to push, make sure I'm on memory number 3, and this keyboard on number 3, and I have control. Okay, so it's a simple password. The password I created was test123. There you go. I told the whole world. All right, I'm going to go back to the PC. I'm going to go back to the real VNC viewer and log in. All right, so the username is pi, P-I, and then the password is test123. Click OK. Voila. Just like that, I am in the Anan G2. You remembered my P2APP version, it was 34. It was 34. There's so many numbers in my head right now. All right, so this is what I like. I like this P2APP here, the one that looks like a little gray icon. I just double click on it and I execute it in the terminal mode. And this P2APP client software version 31. And this was released, it was built on December 7th, 1942. No, that was Pearl Harbor. December 7th, 2024. Okay. Very good. So I'm just making this video as a reference. We're going to update this together. So all I want to do is just close this out and close out the G2 view. Now we're going to bring up that favorite web crawler of yours. All right, we're back at that page. Remember the community, and it's called the forum, the G2 update files, and simplified update procedures. When I ran this script this morning, I did it like this, okay? CD space tilde, enter, and then I just did a cut and paste this, and then I put it into the terminal. And I'm going to do the same procedure on what I did, and we're going to experience some errors. So to avoid those errors, you can go straight to this, and it's going to actually start pulling the files automatically from the internet. And that's what Lawrence Parker's intention is, to make it simplified so you guys with no Linux operating system experience like me makes it easier to update. And like I mentioned before, I'm going to go to the same procedure like I did what I did this morning. And we're going to see the errors. Now we're looking at the new Anan. I'm going to go back and forth, okay? For this page and also the forum page of the Apache Lab. So on top left, you got this black little DOS prompt, you know, back in the day, MS-DOS. This is your terminal. I double clicked it. All you need is just one. I can't make the font any bigger. I mean, that's all I got. And now I want to go to my web crawler. And this is what I did. So this little CD tilde, I'm going to do a right mouse click here and copy it. I'm doing this, it's easier because I'm on a VNC viewer. I teleported into the G2 so I can cut and paste from my PC and then bring it over. So easy. All right, so I'm going back to my terminal mode here. And so this is my root directory. I'm going to go ahead and paste it anyways. CD space tilde and hit enter. See, nothing's changed, right? It's still the same. I'm going back. And now I'm going to copy this. It starts off, this script here starts off with a period. All the way there. And then do a right mouse click, copy. I'm going to switch back to the VNC. Come right there to my prompt. Right click, paste it. You see the period? It's right there. Enter. Now this is the issue that I ran to this morning. Right here. No such file or directory. All right. That's the problem right there. So this is how we fix it. I'm going back to the forum here. And then this was back in 2019. Right there, 2019. When you take this script right here, do a right mouse click and copy it. All these commands, I'll leave it down in the description below so that you can actually cut and paste it, make it into a batch file or a text file, and then you can bring it over to the Anan via a USB stick, thumb drive, micro SD card, whatever. Okay, so we're going to copy this commands here, and what he's saying is you should see 3 files: P2APP, P2APP, and then a P2app with no file extension. Here we go. Ready? Right mouse click, paste it. That's that command. Enter. Let's start here. So we got, here's a P2app O. And then we have this one right here, P2app C. So we're missing the regular P2 app. You notice that? This is the first one. Just look at the file extension, p2app.o, and then this one right here. Okay, let's go back to the web crawler. So we're missing those 2 files. All right. Now this command right here, I have the G2 with no display. So I should see these 4 individual items, okay? This X, let's see, with no display should say at X or LX panel, and then you also got the at PC man FM, and then at X screensaver, and also at home, and all that where it has a P2 app. That's what it should say. So I did a right mouse click copy. I'm going to go back to my terminal. I'm I'm going to paste it. Let's see if we have those 4 files. All right, there's the panel. There's the PC Man FM. There's the screensaver. And there's that home with the P2. So I do got all 4 of those. So we're satisfied with that. And he says right here, if it doesn't have the correct text, please use this text editor to correct it. It is your text editor. I didn't have to do that. All right, guys, here we go. We cannot run this script yet because we don't have the required directory. So we need to go down to this right here. Starts off with a cd space tilde. Remember, all these spaces got to be exact. I'm going to copy back to the terminal. I'm at the root directory. Paste it. Enter. Okay, now we change directories. Back to the forum. Now git pull. Think of git pull as a download command. It knows where to go because you already put it at Saturn, and it knows where to go to the website to actually pull it down. Don't ask me because I'm not a Linux user. I'm a person just like you. Right mouse click, paste. Let's see what it does. There we go. We're done. This is the end of the text or the terminal. So it did something. It did all of that. All right. Let's go back to the forum. We did those 2. Now this is the automatic script that's going to do the downloading. You need to make sure that you have internet connectivity via Wi-Fi or via Ethernet. Okay, let's copy this. This should be the last command. Here we go. Down at the bottom, right mouse click, paste it. Here we go. Enter. No such file or directory again. Let me pause this video while I start cussing. Okay, mother, and I'm finished cussing. All right, guys. I had to step back, set a couple of explicitives, and then I looked at the terminal and it said Saturn. I was looking for Uranus. All right, guys, don't. This is not what I'm looking for. I need to go back to the root command, root directory. So to do that, you can just do either a cd space tilde, or I think cd space or a ... But let's just look at this again. Let's go back to here. I'm going back to the top. Right here. I'm going to just do a cd and copy this cd space tilde. Just a little copy that. Come over here, or right mouse click, paste it, enter. All right, so now we're back to the root. That's where we want to go. Let's go back to the forum. And this long command right here, starting with a period. Right mouse click, copy. And we want to go here, terminal. And let's see if this works for real. All right, paste it. All right, enter. That's the ticket, guys. Look at that. Going 100 miles per hour. V1 rotate. Positive rate gear up. Speed mode. Nav mode. Autopilot on. All right, man. Those are the call outs for when I'm flying. Everything is loaded. And right here, this is very important. You will get progress message and a progress bar. It takes about 3 minutes. Completely power off, then back on after programming. All right. Cool. And let me turn on the camera. All right, here's my camera. I'm going to move the ham clock out of the way. Boom. All right, this is the Anan G2. Right now it's glowing orange. We're going to power down the Anan. Like, this is how you do it. It's very sensitive. You got to do it just the way I say to do it, right? So you do a quick push. One quick push. All right, one quick push. Look at the color. It changed from orange to white. Now, if you look at my screen, I just lost connection. What I like to do is, wait about 15, 20, 30 seconds, and then let it kind of like power down to kind of like shut itself down naturally. Now, this is the second push. You got to push it a long push until the light extinguishes. Like that. All right. Now, give it about another 30 seconds to a minute, and then we're going to power it back on. Okay. I'm going to start it back on. I also restarted RF2KS because just because. All right, so I'm going to turn it on. Just push one push of the on and off switch. I got an orange glow in it. So this connection is no longer established. I'm just going to X out of here, and I'm going to reopen up the Anan G2. I think that should be long enough for it to boot up. Here we go. Double tap. You guys remember that password? That's 123. Click OK. Voila. All right, cool. Now we are established communications, established connectivity with the Anan G2. And we're going to launch there's a whole bunch of more icons in here. We're going to launch, let me see if I can minimize this a little bit. And I can put my camera back on. There you go. Beautiful ham clock. All right. Now we're going to verify that we do have the Protocol 2 version 34, right? 34, not 33, not 31, right? Here we are. P2APP. I like this one here. That's one that's grayed out. Double click. Execute in terminal. I need new glasses. Sure enough, it works right there. P2 client app software version 3.4. You like that? The build date. Just a few days ago. Today is January 23rd. So just a few days ago. This is the latest and greatest P2APP. P2 is Protocol 2 application. Let's see, firmware. This is version 19. That's the latest one that I saw. And yeah, it's done. So let me try to bring up Thetis, and let's see if this thing works. Okay, so I'm just here on 40 meters. I'm just going to ask for a radio check and see how things are going.
Or a Hermes or a Sun, you can tell almost right away because you are right. The sound structure is different because it is digitized. 100%.
You're talking about me.
Thank you. You got it exactly. That's what I'm hearing.
Well, it's got that sound to like JB1, a YTO, a Rich.
You're talking about me.
And Hernando.
And for VFR, Jacksonville, Florida.
Flex radio, so yeah, they all have it. an extent. I mean, I can change it and just go completely flat, but then it would sound fluff with digital sound.
Well, curious, we'll listen to it when we get down to 75. The band is stretching quick and fast.
Hey, contact.
Go ahead, contact.
Hey, good evening. This is Captain Darren, N4VFR. I'm just making a video here on updating the Anan G2 Protocol 2 application. And you probably tell I'm on the Anan by the audio quality. I was just listening in the past few minutes. Go ahead.
Is that what you're on, the Anan?
Yes, sir. I'm on the Anan.
Yeah, you got a similarity too. I don't know. Sound pretty good though. Not as I don't know. Let Alan see what he says.
No, it sounds pretty good. You know, I listen. Digital is from every different model. There's varied amounts of engineering that goes to each one, and I would imagine more expensive radios have better
it sounds
digital
good.
filters. Yours sounds actually
Very good, actually. And I'm running a Hermes Lite, so that's what I'm doing here.
All right, guys. So that is a ticket showing you how to update the Protocol 2 on the Anan. Yeah, that's good water. Hey, if you're new to my channel, please consider to subscribe. It motivates me to make more videos for you guys. My name is Captain Darren. My amateur radio call sign is N4VFR. And if you have any questions, leave me a comment, or you can go to the Facebook forum, to the Apache Labs, and leave a comment there. There might be someone coming back to you or responding to you with your question, or you can go to the Apache Labs community site and then leave a question there. I just wanted to show you what you can run into when you're doing this update. As you saw, that no such directory occurred, and we overcame that. So again, I'll type up those scripts. I'll leave it in the description. You can do a cut and paste, save it as a DOS, a text file, a .txt file, and then you can incorporate that and put it in a thumb drive. I don't have one here laying around. Put it in a thumb drive and then stick it to the back of the Anan. You need to have a keyboard, a monitor, and a mouse attached to it. And then so you can actually manipulate and enter those commands, copy and paste. So that's it. I'll say 73s and have a great day. Until next video, have a great day.